For this project, we're going to use DK yarn with the 2mm crochet hook. Of course, we're going to need scissors, a yarn needle, a measuring tape, and then we're going to need some stitch markers. I'm using bobby pins. Okay, let's start with a slip knot. And then we're gonna make a chain of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we are going to join this chain 5 into the ring with a slip stitch into that first chain. So insert the hook in the first chain with the working yarn, bring our loop, bring the same loop through the loop on your hook. The cotton yarn sometimes just split, but that's okay. And although this ring is really small, you can still see the hole in the middle, and that's where we're going to put our first round. When working in the first round, remember to bring this yarn end or yarn tail along with the ring. So I will explain later, but you just put the yarn end right next to the ring like that. So I'm going to put it right here next to the ring, right? Now to start the first round, we're going to need a chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to work 2 double crochet into the ring, yarn over, insert the hook, bring our loop with 3 loops on the hook, a yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's the first double crochet into the ring. And you can see that the first few stitches or 2 stitches is going to be on the right side of this slip knot. You can see the little knot right there, right? It's just going to make the center of the piece look a little neater. Now we're going to need another double crochet into the same place, yarn over, insert the hook, bring our loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's a chain 3 and 2 double crochet. Okay, now you're going to make a chain 1. Then we're going to work 4 double crochet into the same place, into the ring. You will see that the stitches will be put not only into the ring but also over this yarn tail. Okay, so yarn over, insert the hook in the ring, bring this yarn end with you along with the ring. With the working yarn, bring our loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's 1 double crochet after the chain 1. We need 3 more. Okay, you see we work over the yarn tail like that, right, along with the ring. That's how it should look like so far. Now we're gonna add another chain 1 and then another 4 double crochet into the same ring, bringing the yarn tail with the ring. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you want to pull on the stitches a little bit just to make space for the few last stitches. It's a little tight, but that's okay. We can still work in that tiny little hole. We are going to chain 1 again and then work just the same way, still over the yarn end and into the ring. 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, That's how it should look like. And you see the chain ones are a little tiny and hard to see, but you'll get used to it. It's actually the stitches are very close to each other, but when there's a little bit of space, you know that it's the chain one space, right? Before we end the first round, let's just take a look and make sure that we have the right thing. You have the chain 3 in the beginning, right? And then 2 double crochet, a chain 1, and then 4 double crochet. Let's just bring it up a little so that we can, okay, and then 4 double crochet, and then a chain 1 again, then another 4 double crochet, chain 1, and then 3 double crochet, right? Now we're going to join the first round with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the chain 3 right there. Okay, you insert the hook right into the 3rd chain of the chain 3 like so, and you want to take 2 loops of the chain, then bring our loop, the same loop through the loop on your hook. Now you can see that the slip stitch, we have this tiny little V that looks similar to the stitches, so you may want to fasten that slip stitch just so that you won't mistake it with the stitches later, right? We're going to hold here on the loop on the hook, pull on the hook, the working yarn and the piece all together like that, and you will see the slip stitch got fastened a little like that. It got like even smaller, so it's going to be harder to mistake it with the stitches later, right? Let's move on to the second round. And usually when we start the new round, we're gonna need a chain, but we're not gonna do any chain for this second round, right? We're gonna start with working 9 double crochet into this first chain 1 space. For double crochet, you're gonna yarn over, insert the hook in the chain 1 space like so, bring our loop, then yarn over, this, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's the first double crochet, and then another double crochet, the second one the same way in the same place. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's how it should look like. We can count again just to make sure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 double crochet in the same place. Kind of look like a fan right there. If you remember, after the first chain 1 space, we made 4 double crochet, but because this is a large group of stitches, you will see that it overlaid the first stitch, the first double crochet. That first double crochet, you can no longer see the V shape on top of it, so we're not going to work in there, but in this next double crochet we're going to work 2 double crochet, right? So we have 3, 1, 2, 3 double crochet before the next chain 1 space. And this one, you can see the second one, the first one, it's done. The second one, this one, find the V on top of it, that it's a little bit overlay, but it's okay. You can easily insert the hook right in there, right? We're gonna put 2 half double crochet in that stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook, bring our loop, 3 loops on the hook, just the same as the double crochet, but for the half double crochet, we're gonna yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Like that, and that is your half double crochet into that stitch. You need another half double crochet into the exact same stitch, right? Yarn over, insert the hook in the exact same stitch, bring our loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through. That's how it should look like. And now you see before this next chain 1 space, you have 2 more double crochet stitches here. You're going to work 1/2 double crochet into each of them. So yarn over, insert the hook, bring our loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And then another one in this next stitch, right before the chain 1 space. And now in this chain 1 space, you're going to work 4/2 double crochet in the same place. So let's do that. Yarn over, insert the hook, bring our loop like so. Okay, pull through. It's a little bit hard with the camera, that's why I always, my yarn will split sometime, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's how it should look like. And now you will see again this group of 4 double crochet stitches that we made in the previous row before this last chain 1 space. This first stitch again got overlaid by this group of 4 half double crochet. So it's done. We're not going to work in there. We have 3 more stitches, 3 more double crochet stitches right there. Let's work 1 double crochet into each of these 2 next stitches, right? So 1 double crochet in here, one half double crochet in this next one. And then in this last double crochet stitch before the last chain 1 space, we're going to work 2 half double crochet in there so that it will be even with the other side of the piece, right? Okay. And then, as you can already tell, in this last chain 1 space, we're going to work 9 double crochet in that same place. So yarn over, insert the hook, bring our loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 1 double crochet in the same place, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks a bit crowded, but we can always fit the 9th stitch in that place. Okay, and that's how it should look like. 9 double crochet in the same place. You can check one more time. It's actually really easy to tell. Make sure that you have the right number of stitches. So you can see the short stitch right there is the half double crochet. Count the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Now, you are going to slip stitch into the same 3rd chain that you slip stitch into to join the first round, right? So it's a little bit hard to see, and make sure you don't mistake it with the first double crochet of the 2nd round. You see that you can track it from the bottom of the first chain 1 space, that one. So that's the first double crochet. You don't want to mistake it, don't want to work in there, right? Right there, next to it, you insert the hook, bring our loop, bring that same loop through the loop on your hook, and that's a slip stitch. We want to fasten the slip stitch just so that we won't mistake it with the other stitches. And then chain 1 to bind off, bring a loop out, cut, leave a long enough tail to weave in later. And then you just fasten that. And that's how you bind off. Now we are going to weave these 2 yarns ends back into the piece with our yarn needle. You can see this yarn tail in the middle that I told you to bring along with the ring, right? You can just pull on it. It will fasten the center, and it just make the stitch look slightly neater. Then you can just flip it back into the ring, but don't like go right in where it's sticking out or it will unravel. You put it over one loop like that. Put the yarn end into the needle and pull all the way. Okay, and then just like that, it's secure. You can just cut the yarn right there. Be careful not to cut the piece, but only the yarn tail. And for this one, you are going to run the needle. It's a little bit tight in this space, so it's going to just be a little bit tricky, but you find the stitches right below this bind off knot right there. Don't go back into the knot, okay? It will unravel. You find somewhere, it doesn't have to be directly under, but just go near. Okay, put the yarn in like that, and then go in like that, and then find a few more loops into another direction. We just go down. We're gonna go to the side a little. It's a little bit tight. Maybe go in here. Okay. Like that. And just to secure, maybe go into these stitches. Go down, we just go to the side. Now we go down. The trick too with the end ends is just to put it into like different directions so that it won't be easy to unravel on its own. Like that, okay? And then you can just cut this where the yarn where it stick out. Be careful not to cut the piece. Okay, that's how it should look like. And we're gonna make a bunch of these hearts. Okay, so we're gonna start with the heart that it's in the bottom of the belt. You turn the heart upside down. You remember a group of 4 half double crochet that you made into this chain 1 space in the bottom of the heart, right? You can easily find that 4 stitches. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you find the V shape on top of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? You are going to mark the second stitch of this group. So 1, 2, like that. We're going to attach the yarn in the stitch next to the stitch that we just marked. So right there, take your yarn and insert the hook in that stitch next to the stitch you just marked, right under the V shape, like that. Insert the yarn in there and tie a simple knot, leave a long enough tail to weave in later. Now that's how it should look like. You're going to insert the hook right in the same place, like so. With the working yarn, bring our loop, chain 1, and then half double crochet in the same place. Okay, then you'll see 4 more half double crochet before you reach the first double crochet of this 9 double crochet group. So you're going to work 1 half double crochet into each of this stitch, there and there, and there, and there. Okay, now we're going to work 1 half double crochet into each of the next 4 double crochet ahead. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, a half double crochet in here, and in this second stitch, right, and then in the next stitch again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. So because we have 9 double crochet stitches in this chain 1 space and we just work in 4, we should have 5 more double crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in the next 3 stitches we're going to work 2 half double crochet in the same place. So 1, 2, 3, and 2 in each of them. 1, 2 in the first one. Okay, 1, 2, the next one, and then again 1 and 2, in the next one. So I have 2, 2, and 2. Now we have 2 double crochet stitches left. 1, 2, right there. We work 1, and then this last double crochet stitch of the group, we're going to work a slip stitch just inside the hook, bring our loop, bring that same loop through the loop on your hook, and that's how it should look like. You're going to work up a number of chain, and it depends on how long you want the string to be. I'm going to make 60 chains, and I would recommend you to work the chain not too tight, so loosen up your tension for this chain slightly a little bit compared to when you work the heart shape. Okay, 1, 2, like that. I'll make 60 chain, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 60 chain looks a bit short, so I end up making 80 chains. Okay, now we're going to pick up another heart shape, and we're going to mark a few stitches just so that it's easier for us to deal with this situation. So first of all, you'll find this group of 9 double crochet, right? Find the first double crochet, which is this one, right? And then you mark the third double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. Mark that third stitch of the 9 double crochet group, like so. Okay, and then you're gonna mark on the group on the other side. You are going to mark the same third stitch, but counting from here, counting from the bottom of the group, right? So find the first double crochet, which is that one. Don't mistake it with this half double crochet, right? It's this one. This is the V on top of it. Now 1, 2, and 3. We mark that stitch right there. That's how it should look like. Pick up your chain, and then you are going to work a half double crochet into that stitch that you mark. Okay, yarn over, insert the hook in that stitch that you mark, bring our loop. Make sure that the loops on the hook are close to the sides of the hook. Yarn over and pull through. Pull through. That's the first half double crochet in there. Okay, you're gonna work one more half double crochet into this next stitch, one half double crochet into the next stitch, like so, and then in the next 3 double crochet stitches we work 2 half double crochet into each of them. So 1, 2, 3, and then you should be left with 2 double crochet stitches of the group, 1, 2, right? So let's do that. 2 half double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, another one in the same stitch. Okay, and then in this one we're going to do the same thing. 2 half double crochet in the same stitch. That's how it should look like. Okay, 2 last stitches left. We're going to work 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, in the last stitch you work a slip stitch, so you just insert the hook, bring our loop, bring that same loop through the loop on your hook. That's a slip stitch, and then you're going to work another slip stitch into the middle of the heart right there. Okay, so not the first double crochet of the next group, that's the first half of the double crochet, and maybe the V, it's a little bit tight right there, but you make sure you don't work the next slip stitch in there. Okay, we work right in here, bring that same loop through the loop on your hook, so that's another slip stitch. Okay, and then in this first double crochet of this group right there, you can find the body of the stitch and the V on top of it, that one, this one. Insert the hook right under the V on top of it, bring our loop, bring that same loop through the loop on your hook. That's another slip stitch. Okay, in the next double crochet stitch, which is this one, you work a half double crochet. Okay, and then in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, we work 2 double crochet into each of them. So 1, 2, and then again in this next stitch, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, and in the next one 2 half double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, and you will see that you have 1 stitch left before this stitch that you mark. You are going to work 1 half double crochet into each of them. Okay, and that's how it should look like by now. you're gonna pick up another heart and you're gonna do the same thing. We can take off this marker. Be careful with the stitch, don't unravel them. Okay, and you're gonna mark the same stitch that I showed you before, so you can rewind the video if you need. We're gonna put this loop back on. So from this loop, you are going to connect these two hearts with a half double crochet. So yarn over, you're gonna insert the hook right where you mark the stitch, yarn over, insert the hook, bring our loop. Okay, 3 loops on the hook, and make sure that the loops are close to the sides of the hook. Yarn over and pull through for the first half double crochet. Okay, and now you can see that we will repeat pretty much the same thing that we did here. We're gonna work 1 more double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, you work 2 half double crochet into each of them. You have 2 stitches left in the group. Work a half double crochet, a slip stitch, and then slip stitch in that middle stitch right there, in the middle of the heart right there. Okay, and then you find the first double crochet stitch of this group, which always a little bit tight right there. You work another slip stitch, half double crochet in this next stitch, 2 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then with 2 stitches left, you work 1 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet. And that is just how we connect these hearts together. I'm gonna repeat that with all the hearts that we have. Okay, so this is what we got so far. You can try this on your waist and determine if you need more hearts or less hearts. Then we can move on to the next part, where we are going to need a number of chains so that we have this string, the same string right here. But I think I would want this string to be a little longer. So I'll make, instead of 80 chains here, I made 80 chain. Here I will make 100 chains. Okay, so let's do that. And make sure that the chain loops are not too tight, so you can just lose up your tension on the working yarn a little. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Right. Now we are going to take the last heart piece. You are going to insert your hook right in the middle of the 2 groups, right there. Okay, and then with the working yarn, bring our loop. For slip stitch, bring that same loop through the loop on your hook, like so. Okay, and then find the first double crochet stitch. It's a little tight, but that's okay. You can find the first double crochet stitch, insert your hook in the V on top of it, and then another slip stitch. Then in the next stitch, we of course work a half double crochet. Okay, and then 2 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, two, and then 1 and 2, like so. And then we're just going to work half double crochet into each stitches all the way until you reach this group of 4 half double crochet in the bottom of the heart, right? So we're gonna need some stitch markers there. Let me show you. So this is the group of 4 half double crochet that we made in the bottom chain 1 space of the heart, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4, right there. You can easily spot it because this next stitch is not in the space but in the double crochet stitch. So this is the first half double crochet, second, third, and fourth, and then next to this fourth stitch is another half double crochet that is worked in the double crochet stitch, not the space, right? So you're gonna mark those 2 stitches in the middle of this group of 4 half double crochet stitches. So not the first one, this is the first one, the V on top of it, you see that one? Not that one, but the one next to it, so the second one, and the second V right there, okay? And then the V right next to it, so this one, and then this one, the V right next to it. And then after that, you will see this last stitch of the group right there, okay? That's gonna be easier for us to like work around. So you have that. Now you're just going to work half double crochet into each of the next stitches. We will have like 1, 2, 3, 4 more of this double crochet stitch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of the half double crochet stitches before this mark stitch. So let's do that. You can find the next stitch and the V on top of it, yarn over, insert the hook, half double crochet, and then just do the same thing into each stitch across all the way until we reach the markers, and I'll meet you there to show you how it's like, okay? We're actually almost there already. Let's just do that together. Half double crochet, half double crochet, oh shit. Half double crochet. The last stitch before we reach the marker, we work a half double crochet in there. That's how it should look like. Okay, now in this 2 mark stitch, you can remove this one so that it's a little easier to work in. You work 2 half double crochet in each of the mark stitch. So in that stitch we work 1 and 2 half double crochet, and then in the next stitch, the second stitch that you mark, also 2 half double crochet. And then you just work half double crochet into each of the stitches until you reach this first double crochet stitch of this group, of this 9 double crochet stitches group, and I'll meet you there, okay? Okay, so as you can see here, I just work in this half double crochet stitch right there, right? This next stitch, this double crochet, you see the V on top of it. We are going to also work a half double crochet, 1 half double crochet in there, and then one half double crochet in 3 more stitches, 1, 2, and 3. You'll see that you have 5 stitches left of that 9 double crochet group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So of course we're gonna need 2 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So that's 1 stitch with 2 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, right? And then 2 half double crochet in that next one. We should have 2 more stitches, 2 more double crochet stitches, one half double crochet in the next one, and of course slip stitch in the last one, right? And that's how it should look like. Now we're going to start working in this chain, and we're going to slip stitch in the first chain that you see, that you can find, and try to take 2 loops of the chain. It's going to be a little bit tight, but like I think that would work. Just bring our loop, bring that same loop to the loop on your hook, and maybe we can fasten the chain a little like that, right? Okay, now we're gonna start working first chain 1, and then we're gonna start working in the chain string. And I personally like to work in the bottom of the chain. So you will see that the chain has 2 sides. One side with a chain shaped like little V shape, and then the other side with a little bump on each chain. And I recommend working in that bump of a chain, half double crochet into each of that bump. Okay, yarn over, insert the hook in the bump. This is why it's actually a little bit easier if we can loosen our chain loop. I think toward the end of the chain, I actually put a little bit more pressure on the chain. That's why it's a little hard to insert the hook, but that's okay. We can still do it. Okay, just insert your hook in the bottom of the chain like so. With the working yarn, bring our loop. And with 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. Okay, then again, yarn over, insert your hook in the next bump. Bring our loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. Okay, and then we're just gonna keep repeating the same thing in the next bump. A half double crochet. Okay, yarn over, insert your hook in the next bump and work half double crochet. I think I can improve that part, but it's not too bad. Let's just leave it like that. So we're gonna repeat the exact same thing, half double crochet like that into each chain across until we are closer to the end of this chain, and I'll meet you there to show you how it's like. Okay, I have only a few last chains left, and you can see that towards the end of the chain is kind of twisted. You can actually easily untwist it. So yeah, like that. Let's see, it's no longer like weirdly shaped anymore. You can clearly see the V shape and then the bottom of the chain. But now before we move on, let's mark the 2 middle stitch of this group just the same way that I showed you before. That 2 stitches, right? I have 3 more chains here. Do the same thing, half double crochet into each of the last chain. So we have this one, 1, and then this last chain. Okay, now you see this half double crochet right there, the last half double crochet of the top stitches of the heart, right? You're going to insert right by the side of the stitch like that, right? And then we work a slip stitch like so. Okay, then you find the next stitch. So this is this double crochet. We already have a half double crochet in there that we worked in before. You find the next double crochet stitch right there and put a half double crochet right in that stitch. That's how it should look like, right? And then you just work half double crochet into each stitch across. So find the next stitch, work half double crochet in 1 in each of the next stitches, and half double crochet this next stitch like so. Okay, and then this stitch before you reach, okay, and then that stitch. Then when you reach these 2 stitches that you mark, you are going to work 2 half double crochet in each of them. So 1 and 2 half double crochet in that one, and then 2 half double crochet in the next one like so. Okay, Then you're just going to work half double crochet into each stitch across all the way until you reach this stitch right next to the one that already have a half double crochet. So I'll meet you right there. Okay, I have one stitch left. Let's work one half double crochet in this last stitch, and then if the next heart it's kind of twisted like that, you want to untwist it. So that looks about right. You are going to slip stitch into the side of this half double crochet stitch that is connecting this heart with the next heart. Just take a loop by the side of that half double crochet, slip stitch, right? And then before you jump to this heart, we want to half double crochet in the middle of the heart. So you see right there, just yarn over, insert the hook like so, just right in the middle of the two hearts. Bring out a loop like that with 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. Okay, that's how it should look like. Then you're gonna, okay, then you see this half double crochet right there. Insert the hook in a loop right by the side of the stitch like so, and then work a slip stitch. Okay, then to make it easy, you will again mark the two stitches just the same way that I showed you before, and this the stitch next to it. Okay, then we repeat the exact same thing. Find the next stitch, so be careful not to work in the stitch that already have stitches, a stitch in there. Move to the next stitch, that one, you see there's nothing in this stitch, right? So we work half double crochet in that stitch. So we pretty much repeat the exact same thing we did right there to all of these hearts, all the way until the end of this last heart before this chain. It's actually the same thing. You're just going to you're just going to slip stitch in that, the side of this half double crochet stitch, and then half double crochet into each chain across until there. So let's do that, and maybe I meet you here to show you how it's like. Okay, so towards the end of the chain, you want to untwist whatever is twisting. Just see a nice and even chain, and then we're just gonna keep working into the bum of the chain all the way until the end. I have just a few left. Okay, so you can see there's 2 left, one in here and one here. Okay, I'm going to slip stitch into this first double crochet of this 9 double crochet group like so, and then half double crochet into the next stitch. And as you can already tell, we're going to repeat the same thing, 2 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then I would just half double crochet into each stitch across all the way until I reach the last marker of this project, this one. It will take only a few seconds. 1 half double crochet in there, and when you reach the marker, you work 2 half double crochet in that last mark stitch like so. Then you find this first half double crochet, insert your hook in there, and we work a slip stitch to join the round like so. Fasten the slip stitch, chain 1, and you can cut, leave a long enough end to weave in later, and that's pretty much it. And this is the last two ends that we're gonna weave in. Now I will show you how to block this. You actually don't really need blocking. Our stitches are very tight, so it's already pretty solid, but if you want to give it a little bit more professional look, blocking is recommended. So you're gonna need an iron, put on medium heat, spraying bottle, fill it with water, and then some cotton fabric. And of course it's better if you have like an ironing board, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna use this flat hard book. Put a bunch of fabric on, and then we're gonna put the heart in there and iron it like this, right? You can like reshape the heart how you want it. I like it to be slightly in long like that. Put it upside down. We spray it with a little bit of water, and then again a little bit of water there, and then just press with the iron. And look how perfect it is. Repeat that with everything I'm gonna do with this string. Same thing. Okay, and then there. Something like that. And then here again with this heart shape, you shape it a little. Put it face down like that, right?